What's up, everybody? It's your boy DJ730. I'm back with another one. Y'all know I'm finna hit y'all with the Larry real quick. The Larry Berry, the Berry Larry, the Larry Berry, the Larry Legend. So we're gonna just like this. The video we are doing is the craziest little bird trash talk story ever. This is a different one. I know I got like two of them, but this is a whole different one. So we're gonna get into it just like this. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video all the way up. And make sure you get in the comments, commentate, and talk to me, because I'm finna start talking to everybody back. Like, since I haven't been commenting, the comments is not like this, so now I have to do my job, and I like it. That means y'all respond and y'all give and take. So let's get into it, man. We're doing it just like this. Like I said, it's your boy DJ730. Let's go.
I got a great Larry Bird story for you. I actually met Larry Bird before I went to the NBA. It was after my junior year in the summertime. We was at this nightclub just hanging out on a Saturday night, and we saw a bunch of tall guys walking this nightclub, and we're looking like, man, those guys are really tall. And as they started walking towards us, it was members of the Boston Celtics. You had Cedric Maxwell, you had Larry Bird, you had Kevin McHale, Quinn Buckner, and Larry Bird. So they walked into the back of the club. We kind of standing along the wall. Larry Bird walks right up to me and he goes, "Are you Kenny Walker?" And I go, "Yeah." You know, I was kind of shocked that he knew who I was. And he reached out his hand to shake my hand. He said, "My name is Larry Bird." And he said, "I can't wait till you get to the NBA to bust your ass."
Damn.
And he started laughing. He started laughing. I didn't know what to say. This is Larry Bird. So,
that's crazy. Can y'all imagine that? Yo, idol walking up to you and say, "Yeah, I'm finna fuck you up."
We've been on the golf course. We've been having fun and all day. He said, "Larry, he's had a little bit to drink and everything." And they stayed there and they cut up with us, you know, maybe for a half hour and talked and everything. And then they leave. And right when they get ready to leave, Larry Bird looks at me. He said, "Remember what I told you?" He said, "When you come to the NBA, I'm going to bust your ass." And I just laughed and everything. They went on their way. So when I get drafted in the NBA,
the New York Knickerbockers.
Knickerbockers are crazy.
Select Kenny Walker of the University of
Kentucky. This is after my senior year. First game in Boston Garden. So we get there a couple hours before the game. Larry Bird is already out there shooting. So I go in the locker room, I change my clothes, and I go out early to shoot. Then when I go out, he's finishing up his workout, and he walks past me, and he said, "Hey, man, I knew you would be in the NBA." He said, I watched you in college. And missed the layup. Walker slams the rebound. He said, "Welcome." He said, "I knew you was going to be here." He said, "But you remember what I told you?" And I just laughed, and he went to the locker room. So the game starts, right? And I got to guard Larry Bird. You know, he's playing small forward, and I'm a rookie. So the very first shot of the game is a three-point shot right in my face. Bird from three-point range. And I mean, he didn't even hesitate. He just pulled up and hit a three, and he's running down the court. He's backpedaling down the court. He's got a little smirk on his face. We go down, we miss the shot, and the very next play, the very next possession, another three-pointer right there.
Oh my goodness. Did y'all see the dish? That's why I don't be talking too much. I'll be like, I'm a youngin'. I ain't never seen too much Larry Bird. And everybody got a different story about him. That's why I love it.
Hubie Brown, who's the coach of the New York Knicks at that time, and he said, "Hubie, you better get this rookie off of me or I'm going to get 50 tonight." And he talking stuff and everything. Now, I'm glad to tell you, he didn't get 50. But he did end up. He did get 50. 44. You know, he torched me pretty good, and he let me know about it. Now Walker chasing Bird around.
It's a close game.
Larry gets Walker up. Rolls it in at the buzzer.
For anybody in the comments, can y'all look this game up and see what he had in that time period, because y'all see it was 27, 26. So, my Larry Birding is, I just made that up. But my Larry Bird fans, check his stat sheet. I want to know how many, like, what's Larry Bird's stats at that time? Because if his stats like immaculate like that at that time, and it's only 26, 27, you feel me? And let me see, I think Boston was up. Yeah, Boston had 20, Boston had 27, Knicks had 26. Somebody put the stat sheet of Larry Bird points, or points, rebounds, assists, all that good shit in the comments for me, please. Because how he talking, he looked like the first half Larry Bird was doing to me. So please help me, to help y'all, to help the other Larry Bird lovers to understand this one. Let's go.
Ball handlers. Bird wants to go on Kenny Walker. Tough shot. Got it. Kenny Walker.
Can't get mad.
Bird
Getting
off the
busy.
plate. And then gets it up. It counts. Out of sight. Oh, what a shot.
And even though Kenny Skywalker was a slam dunk champion and one of the most athletic players to ever play the game,
With the legs flying, the arms going. Another look at it coming in. Watch the plant. There's the cup. Look at how he's just flying. Everything's going way out. The little spin, the pirouette, the
Damn.
legs up in the air. Now the big
Yee.
windmill throw through with
That's
power.
that
The
90s
legs
shit.
still flying as Patrick Ewing gives him the big cheer for a great dunk on the part of Kenny Walker.
just guess who Kenny Skywalker said was the toughest player he ever had to guard.
Bird with the fling that goes glass, plus the foul committed by Walker for Walker, his third.
For me, Larry Bird, what was the toughest guy to guard? Yeah, he was a little bit tougher than Dominique, James Worthy, Scottie Pippen, so Dennis Rodman. So I went against a lot of really good ones, and they were all good. You know, I got a chance to go play against Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Dr. J before they retired, Artis Gilmore, and guys like that.
They don't know about Artis Gilmore. It's the crazy part.
And then, of course, the stars that were in their prime at that time, you had Magic and Charles Barkley and Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon, Alonzo Mourning, Patrick Ewing, who I played with in New York. I had played against, I think, 32 of the 50 greatest players of all time. I mean, the competition was fierce, and every night, I mean, when I say every night, I mean, there was only 24 teams in the league at that time, and every night you had to go against somebody that was really, really good. But Bird was the toughest one of them all. Slow, couldn't jump. It's the damnedest thing, guys. Slow, can't jump, not that quick. But when you get out there and you play against Larry Bird, he thinks the game before things happen.
McNeely playing Bird.
He's always in the right place for the rebound.
What we doing?
McHale.
Okay. That's good basketball right there, y'all. That's good fucking basketball right there. The game never changes. It's a different place.
Shot
I
that I
love
don't
it.
care how high you can jump, you just can't stop it.
All of a sudden it disappeared. Bird takes a fall away.
Bucket.
Hits it off the glass. Larry's having one of those nights that no matter what he throws up, it's going to shine. You got to appreciate that Kenny Walker is a quick player, fast, reacts well, and Larry Bird just beat him with that fall-away jump shot.
And plus, at that time, he talked more trash than probably anybody that was playing the game.
And they that shot by Bird seemed to defy
I'm gonna break the racial barrier real quick. Imagine you a brother, you feel me, did everything you had to do to get to the NBA. Then you meet Larry Legend from the ghettos of Indiana. And he got the same drive as you, and he talking that cash money. I'd be sick too. Cause like you gotta respect it, man. He from the same situations that everybody else that's in the NBA playing from. Like he didn't. I'm not saying he was poor, but he grew up in poverty too. So that's why I respect his game and why he trash talk to the brothers. Cause at this point, y'all should be on the same page. I don't mean by gameplay. I'm just talking about mentally. He talking that shit because he expect you to talk that shit to him. You feel what I'm saying? It gonna hurt a little bit more him talking shit to, you know, a brother like me, because, you know, I'm just talking and, you know, follow me, because he a white boy from the ghetto too. So yeah, I mean, it gonna hit a little bit different. It's gonna hit a little bit different. If you know, you know. You know what I mean? If you know, you know. That's why I fuck with Larry. You know what I mean? I can see if he was like a Christian Laettner type motherfucker, but he's not. You know, Larry Bird is nowhere near that. That's why I fuck with him. Let's go.
Physical law of nature. Bird escaping Kenny Walker, finding himself in a most awkward position.
Okay.
Kenny Walker's being punished for some reason by Larry Bird. I don't know why. He's a nice guy.
He's a great guy, though, man. I see Larry Bird. I still see him, you know, at games in different places from time to time. And I'm going, man, you know, it was awesome to be out on the court with some of the best people to ever do it.
Played by Gerald Vulcan. Larry Bird over Kenny Walker. 47 for Bird was having a sensational afternoon.
And while Larry Bird was trash talking Kenny Skywalker, there was one
Kenny
superstar
Skywalker,
who
I
Larry
love it.
Bird never said one word to in his entire 10 years that they played against each other. And he happened to be Kenny Skywalker's teammate, Bernard King, who was one of the greatest scorers in NBA history.
Up to Bernard King. Flows right by Maxwell. Comes in the lane.
All right.
What a shot and a foul. Bernard King, and listen to this crowd.
But never got trash talked by Larry Bird because Larry Bird had a secret long-term plan for Bernard King all along.
Well, two of the greatest players in the game today. King and Bird going head-to-head here. And watch Larry Bird. He has Bernard on his hip. Watch the little lob pass from Ainge. Bird scores. He's been on a tear.
Well, Bird, you know, I couldn't defend Bird at all. Bird was the toughest player I've ever had to face. You know, the guy is 6'10", I'm 6'7".
6'10", 6'8", yeah, that's crazy.
As Bird connects him outside. Bird at 6'9", easily shot over.
He can pass over the top of me, put the ball on the floor. He's a great rebounder and obviously a great scorer.
Here you're going to see King and Bird working now. Look at Larry Bird moving without the ball. A little elbow with Bird still moving. There they are, still working.
That's how you go. You got to keep going.
Bird. Bird's hit 9 in a row.
And so Bird, for me, was the toughest matchup I ever had during the course of my career.
Bird fake right around Bernard King and buried it. Nice little pump fake by Larry Bird.
And, you know, here's the thing about it. Bird and I never once said a word to one another. Ever.
Why?
Never.
Why?
In the entire 10-year period.
Why?
We played against each
I
other.
want to know the why,
But
people.
Here's something you don't know, Max. So after I come back from my injury,
Back the other way is Reggie Theus. Look out. King hurt himself as he gave the foul on Theus.
I came back for 6 games. I averaged 22 points a game. I established that I can still play and I'm healthy. So now I'm a free agent. I got a call from Bob. I'm just being Larry Bird's attorney. And said, Bernard, the Celtics are interested in signing you. You didn't know that. And so I get on the plane. I fly to Boston. I can't believe I'm going to Boston, right? So I get on the plane. I fly to Boston. And I meet with Red Auerbach, Casey Jones, and Alec Home. And Red is sitting there smoking a cigar. And he says to me, Bernard, why do you want to play for the Celtics? You know we have a pretty good small forward here. Alluding to Bird without saying his name. Yeah. And I said, I want to win the championship. That was the end of the meeting. By the time I got back to Bob Wolf's office, they made an offer. You guys made an offer. Wow. And I knew I would not have been there in that office with those guys if Bird didn't give his blessing.
Oh, God.
In the interim, while I was meeting with the Celtics, the Washington Bullets called, and the offer was double what Boston offered. So I had to take it. You know, it was a different era then. You know, we didn't make the kind of money the guys are making today. And I'll never forget this, Max. The first game of that season, we played the Celtics.
Bernard King, Moses Malone, and Jeff Malone in
Damn.
the starting lineup.
That's a lineup.
Bird, remember, we never talked for 10 years. Bird, I mean, he said, you cost me a championship.
Damn. That's the first word the other spoke to you.
Yeah, that's what he said to me.
And he aims to inbounds for the Celtics, trailing by 1, 2 seconds.
Let's see what's going on, people.
He fires.
Snap.
Yes! And the Celtics win! Unbelievable! Larry Bird at the buzzer!
Larry
Incredible. Now imagine if Bernard King had joined the Celtics back then.
That's what I'm
What
saying.
could have been.
What it could have been.
Unfortunately, we'll never really know.
Oh, God.
But since Bernard King and Larry Bird couldn't be teammates, they had to continue being enemies until the bitter end.
Damn, Larry here with the uppers.
Puts the pass broken up by King. Out of the air, run out of the ball. Comes the other way. Beats the King. Really low bridge by Bird. And foul. Two very extremely intense competitors. King glared for a moment once he was on the deck. Bird reached down to help him up. King disdained the hand. Holy Toledo.
Man.
No shooting. It was common foul.
Like I said, man, we just got done doing the craziest Larry Bird trash talking story ever told. Like I said, man, I'm gonna keep my channel going, man. If y'all look at my channel, I've been dropping every day this week. I'm gonna drop this. What's today? Saturday. I'm gonna drop this Sunday. What's today? I'm gonna drop this on the 7th for my Larry Bird fans. But if y'all see, every day I will have a different video dropping. I'm back in that bag, man. So like I said, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure you get in the comments, commentate. I will be making a round this weekend in the comments on everybody, you feel me, comment. I've been busy lately and the channel is growing and I see the comments is piling up. So I'm gonna go ahead and get back to everybody. And also, like I said, man, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like this video all the way up. Make sure you get in the comments, commentate. This is your boy DJ 730. I'm out.